Hi, here's how to get DB2 to work without any crashes. You can either install an OVA or a DVI file. If you don't know what I just said, just install the OVA file. That's very acceptable. Go to File, Import Appliance. You're going to click that OVA file and you open Oracle to get there. Hit Next on everything and it works perfectly. To use the VDI file, select New, name it whatever, make sure the type is Microsoft and Windows 95. Set it to like 256 because 512 is what I did by default. Hit Use Existing VDI thing. Go to Add, and that's where you will add your VDI. This isn't really necessary. They both have the same data since they're from the same virtual machine, but if you have a little bit less storage room, I guess this is good. So now, on first startup, hopefully it does this. It might be a little pop-up at the bottom, like it might ask you something. I don't know. I've had this installed for a while. So just hit enter on that. There's no password, and you are in. The game is installed. However, you do need to have the Detective Barbie 2 disc installed, again in the link. It's an ISO file. To reach that, I went to Devices, Optical Drives, and I found it there. And then it should do a pop-up, like what just happened. You can hit play, and oh my god, it works. But wait a second, this screen is tiny, even tinier than my Windows 95. So hit right control. For me, it's plain control. You can see at the bottom, but that lets your mouse escape. Go up to View, Scaled Mode. Pay attention, you want to do right control plus C to get out of this because it hides all the Oracle buttons. But when you hit switch, you can now adjust the window and make it much larger. And also OBS can read this as a source, so it's a lot easier to record in my opinion. And yeah, if that all worked for you, the tutorial can end here. So if you right click properties, go to settings, you can see that I'm in high color, 16-bit mode. That is the only color mode Detective Barbie 2 works in. So check that if you get a location 2 error. But if you want to try making a new shortcut, like maybe the shortcut is acting weird, click Computer, right-click Explore, right-click that D2 icon, click Create Shortcut, hit Yes, and that is the D2 EXE, which is the Detective Barbie EXE, and that also works for getting into the game if the shortcut is acting weird. Here's how you uninstall. So you go to Computer, Control Panel, Add Remove Programs, and you just hit yes. It's going by quickly for me too, but it's a very simple, easy, fast thing to do, and you can reinstall the game from your disk like usual if you just want to try it like that. But if you get really desperate, you can just copy the entire disk onto your computer. So to look at all the files in the disk, go up to View in the top, Folder Options, hit View again. On hidden files, hit show all files. That's because on the disk there are hidden files, and if you copy the disk without showing them, it just won't work properly. So then go to your C drive and right click New, make a new folder, name it anything you want. It's pretty irrelevant. So after you make the folder, you can just click into it. I hit the paste button at the top because I can't do Control-C, Control-V, but if you have access to the Control key, that is also an option. And so now it's installed. I'm also going to eject the disk just to make sure nothing weird happens. Click the Setup EXE in this new folder you created, and try to see the screen. I know it's very small, I'm really sorry. That's just kind of how this is. So after clicking it, I did the maximum also, close out of this, and just install everything like normal. And this is kind of crazy because you're doing it from the folder. And also I'm going to show you what it looks like when there's no disk inserted. This is a flashback. And this says, oh, it's unavailable, blah, blah, blah. That's if you install it normally from a disk. But since you did it from a folder and copied everything and there's no disk mounted, oh my god, it works. That's so crazy. And to really prove the point that this game doesn't crash on Windows 95, I did do the maze test, you know, the garden area on this version of DB2 with the folder install, no disk inserted. Look at Barbie go. Isn't she so fun? she is schmoovin', y'all. She is going. And all of them work, obviously, without crashing, but I just thought it'd be funny to showcase it from this. And wow, oh my god. It's so crazy. Look at this gameplay that's gonna happen soon. Oh my god, game of the year. Okay, and I always recommend installing Barbie Screen Styler. You see me inserting the disk. Follow all the install prompts, but follow my tutorial here that I'm going to do really specifically, because you can only work one of these programs at a time. So you can install the game and that's fine, but if you played Detective Barbie 2 like while the machine was running, do not enter this program. Just restart your computer, and after you restart your computer, then you can edit your themes, icons, sounds upon startup. You could do all of that. But then after you get done editing your awesome settings and you're changing your cursor, then you need to restart your computer again before playing Detective Barbie 2. Because if you do play Detective Barbie 2 right after using this program, the sound's gonna mess up horribly. Sorry if you can hear that beeping. But yeah, so just be careful when you use it. I still recommend using it because, oh my god, I love it, I love it, I love it. But you may have to, if you do get that error with the weird sound, you will have to uninstall, reinstall the programs. And if none of this worked for you at all, you need to just install Windows 95 from scratch. I do have a video on that detailing everything I do. So yeah, good luck to you. Have a good rest of your day, Poggies.